Today I'm going to talk about an activity I've done with students to reinforce the mathematical concept of symmetry by using art and technology in addition to the math involved in symmetry. There's a post on my blog, bceshollisblogspot.com, on the lab computers. That's just linked to Mr. R. And I have a short video of some of the work students have done in the past with this symmetry activity. Some of these aren't complete. Some of them are quite good. Everyone had a good time with the project, and you don't have to be a brilliant artist to enjoy it and to complete the activity. So, the first thing you need to do to get started is to get a picture of yourself. It's helpful to have a darker background so that there's a clear border between your face and the background. You can use a photo you've taken with a camera, iPad, etc., or you can use the photo booth app on your computer. I'll show you how that works and how to get the photo out of photo booth and onto your desktop so you can use it. Take a photo of yourself, and then when you have one you like, drag it from the tray at the bottom onto your desktop. Let's see how that works. So, photo booth, make sure that you're looking at the camera before you take your picture, otherwise it'll look like you're looking down or up. Position your screen so that you get the best shot, and don't forget to smile. When you click the camera button, it'll still give you a countdown so you can make any adjustments you want. So here goes. And then once you've taken your picture, you can decide if you like it or not. And if you do, just click on it and drag it over here onto your desktop. Now, the next thing we want to do is open that picture. I've got one already made with a little darker background than this one to make it easier, as I said, to do your drawing. When you double click on your image, it should open up in a program called Preview. And then what we want to do is click on your picture. You'll generally get a little crosshair, and you want to pick the half of the picture that you would like to use in your symmetry project. So you get to take several shots at this. If you get it exactly right the first time, congratulations. Otherwise, you can just click again and keep trying until you get pretty close to right in the middle of your face. And draw a border like that. And then we're going to go to Tools, and we're going to choose Crop. And as soon as you've got your picture cropped, so as to give it a different name than the original picture, because we don't want to spoil the original picture in case we need it later, you can just go to Export, give it a name, maybe Symmetry or Half, and save it on your desktop. And then you'll have that picture to work with. Now, the next thing we're going to need is a drawing program of some kind. KidPix works pretty well, and it's on all the lab computers. It's a blue K with a little green splash behind it, and if you mouse over, it'll say KidPix Deluxe. And KidPix has a lot of sound effects, so you may want to adjust your volume accordingly. Once we're in KidPix, we're going to go get that picture. So we're going to choose Import, and the option under Import that you want is Graphic. And then I'm going to go look for the image that I put on my desktop and import it. Now you can kind of move it over a little because you're going to want to have at least half the screen to play with. And you can resize it a little if you want to, but you don't have to. And then once you're happy with it, we can start our project. Now, there's a nice tool. First of all, what we'll do is do a little outlining. Now, there's a nice tool that helps you get the exact color and therefore have symmetry. So if I take this little eyedropper tool and I come over here and I say, okay, I'm going to start with my sweatshirt because that's pretty easy. It's a solid color. And the eyedropper tool will suck up that color. And then I can use my pencil to kind of draw my sweatshirt here. And again, doing this with a mouse isn't the easiest thing in the world, so don't expect to have brilliant results. I'm sure some of you still will. Now, once we have a border that's complete, make sure there's no holes in it, then you can use this paint bucket, and that fills things in a hurry. And then we can go back to our pencil tool. And the pencil tool lets you choose different sizes, so you can determine which size you want to use. And we're going to go back to our eyedropper tool, and we're going to grab these stripes that are on my sweatshirt, and we're going to come over here. And we'll put one, maybe we'll make it a little heavier. And then another one up here. Try to make it look the same. And there's a little blue inside the collar up here. We'll put that in. Okay. Now we're done with the easy part. Now we're going to make a little outline for my face. And we'll pick up this darker color. And this time we're going to make our pencil a little smaller. And we'll try to draw kind of the same shape as I already have. And then we can come over and grab the eyedropper again and get some skin tone. And since we have a complete object with no holes in it, I can fill in my face, and then you kind of get the idea now. We come over here, we'll pick up a little bit of a darker color for your lips, and make a little And sometimes you're not going to get perfect colors, but that's okay. And then we'll come up here with our and make a little mustache. And anyway, so you get the idea, and you can have fun with this. Here's one I did earlier. So I was able to draw myself over here. Once you get it to where you like it, we're going to do an export. And we'll call it something and make sure that JPEG picture is selected, because that's a little more useful format for a picture. A lot of different programs can see it. And we're going to do export. So I've already got this exported, so I'm going to cancel. And once you have your picture exported, it will come up as a .jpg, and you'll have something that you can put on a website, or you can upload to your Google Doc.